morning and welcome back to Backpacking Adventures. This is Dan, and I'm going on a walk today, a 72-ish mile walk. I'm at the Quehanna Trail, which is basically my favorite trail. This is located in the Moshannon State Forest. I'm not sure if I said that right. This is a 72-mile loop, and the trailhead is at Parker Dam State Park. And I'm going to do this in 2.5 days. Well, closer to 3. 3 days, 2 nights. My goal for today is, first goal is roughly, I think 9.5 miles. There's a campsite there with some water. That's where I saw a bear last year when I did this trail. So that's where I might stop for lunch if I make it there in reasonable time. And because I got a late start today, it's going on 9, but I didn't get on trail till 8:15 because you park at the state park and you register your vehicle and they don't open their doors till 8. So a little bit later start, but as far as camp, I do want to get to at least where I did last year, which was roughly around mile 22-ish. It's up on top of a mountain and exposed, but it was a really nice spot. I liked it, and I have my tent because it was wide open, so I'm sporting the Durston X-Mid Pro 2 version 1. The weather for this trip is supposed to be absolutely gorgeous. It's supposed to be sunny today and tomorrow and mostly sunny on Friday. And it's mid-May, by the way. It's like May 17th. And but today's going to be the cooler day. It's only supposed to be a high of like in the low 60s. And tonight it's supposed to be a low of 31. Now that's the weather for the closest town. So I'm expecting it to be a little bit colder than that. But I hope my gear is going to hold up because I brought my tent with a sleeping pad, and the quilt is my 30-degree Z-Pack solo quilt, and which I'll go over my gear when I get to camp and after I get set up. But that's transitional temperature according to their website. So I had it out in 31 degrees earlier on the Allegheny Front Trail, but that was in my hammock, and I usually sleep a little bit warmer in my hammock anyway, which is weird because in the summertime I sleep a little bit cooler in the hammock. But anyway, so it's going to be a good test for that quilt. Couple miles in, maybe 3-ish, something around there, but just came across a trailhead. There's quite a few trailheads on this trail, so you can park and do smaller sections and loops of this trail. It's very accessible. I already got lost. Come down here, cross the little bridge, and I didn't see the orange blaze. You probably can't see it, but I didn't see it because it was on tree branches. So I kept going to this campsite, and I recognized it because I stopped here to eat a couple years ago, and there was a little footpath, ended up in some marsh. No blazes, so I turned around. So yeah, if you come down here, it's probably maybe 4 miles in, and you have to make sure you turn a hard left here. about 11:45, and I came to that campsite. Everything's moved around. They moved everything over there, the benches, but it looks like somebody had a fire and it caught everything on fire around here. It's all burnt. So probably people not taking care of what they're doing. So anyway, I am going to pop a squat right here and I'm going to eat my lunch. It's about 10 after 12 and I'm just leaving my lunch spot. I'm a little chilly. It's only, what's the temperature? 56 degrees according to my inReach. Still pretty chilly. The thing is, the sun is like really warm, but the problem is the breeze is like really cold. So still trying to stay a little bit warm. Stop for a while to drink a whole bunch of cold water, so that's not helping. But I'm at roughly, according to All Trails and the map, I'm at roughly 9.2 for the day. So 4 hours, 9 miles. And again, I'm going to try to get to like mile 20, like 2 or 23. This is my spring version of this trip. I've done this trail. This is my 4th time doing this trail. I've done it in the fall back in 2019, and then the past 2 years I've done it in the dead of summer, both years in August. So this will be my first springtime experience for this trail. However, my real intention for the last couple trails, Loyal Socks Trail and this, were to do it before the leaves were, you know, fully out. But just like on the Loyal Socks Trail, we had an early spring, which the leaves came out about a month early. But it's still very, very beautiful. I was just thinking as I was walking through a wide open grassy area that I'm surprised I didn't see any snakes yet. With the temperature being so cool and the air being so cool, but yet the sun being so hot, I thought I would have came across at least a couple snakes this morning, but I'm sure I'll see some, you know, at least during this trip at some point. Man, this area just reminds me of the Allegheny Front Trail near the end if you're going clockwise. It's eerie how it's very similar, but they are in the same area. I think the Quehanna Trail circles around the Allegheny Front Trail, but it was pretty neat though to see very, very similar terrain. And if you do both, you'll see that. Some kind of ruins. Pretty neat. Yeah, I forgot how rocky the first day is. This trail is kind of like the Allegheny Front Trail, where at least the first so many miles, it's pretty darn rocky. All right, I'm at mile 15.8 according to All Trails, and there's a campsite here. I camped here back in 2021. Really nice site. It's about 20 of 3, so it's 240. I'm making really good time. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to try to push and get to like 20 something. But I am going to sit here and drink a little bit. I need to fill up on some water. Last time, where I'm going tonight, it's a dry camp, and last time I only was there with a 1 1/4 liter, which was okay. But I would like to have just a little bit more liter, or a little bit more water to drink. So I'm going to look on the maps and see if there's any water sources coming up between here and there. And if not, I'll just fill up and camel up and just haul, you know, about 3 liters of water. And I'll be good for the rest of the day. Now, today I've only been carrying 1 liter, and my total pack weight, you know, before lunch and with that 1 full liter of water was only about 20 pounds, like 5 ounces or something like that. So, yeah, I'm going pretty light today. I got about, I don't know, maybe only 6 or 7 miles left for the day till I get to camp up on top of a mountain. And yeah, so it should be soon. It's almost 4:30. And I'm about coming up on mile 20. Pretty sure I hit it. We just passed the Quehanna Trail cross connector, which you can make a shorter loop out of this trail. Still, it's a couple day trip, but so I'm getting tired. 20 miles in for the day. I should only have a couple more to go until I get to where I'm going to camp, but I do know I got to climb down a substantial hill and then back up to get to the campsite. So hopefully they're not too bad. All right, according to All Trails, I'm at mile 23.3, and this is the camp I stayed at last year in August when I did it. So it ain't the best site, but I'm not going any farther. I am really tired, so I'm gonna have to make this work. It's not really flat, so I have to figure out where I put my tent last time, and then set up, and that's what I'm gonna do. All right, all set up, and I've hung my bear line. Man, that took me forever. I was just so tired. 23 miles today, according to All Trails. Now I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna eat. My tent is kind of on a slant, and this site isn't the greatest. And if you've ever backpacked with me, just know that I don't look for the greatest or even a good site necessarily. I'll take good enough. So, and this is good enough. So, yeah, I'm gonna start making some dinner. It's going on 7 o'clock. It's getting late, and I'm getting tired. Dinner tonight, got my beef jerky, Italian style marinara. That's my favorite from Next Mile Meals. It's kind of like spaghetti, but I think it has zucchini in it, a lot of cheese and beef and red sauce. It's really good. I will have the rest of my trail mix, and I ate a little keto bar, chocolate one. That was pretty good. And for dessert, I'm gonna have the Big Cat again. I'm getting kind of hooked on these out here on the trail. And my purple drink, and that's basically dinner. So, waiting for my food to get done. Eat that. I'm gonna hang my food and get in my tent. I'll go over my gear once I get in my tent. After that, man, I'm out. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. Man, I'm sitting here eating, and there's just a slight breeze coming in. But man, as that sun goes down, it is getting cold. It's supposed to be, I think I said earlier, it's supposed to be down like to 31 tonight. So I'll be sleeping with all my stuff. But it's already starting to get cold. I'm gonna have to put my base layer on tonight, I think. And I'm about ready to get my puffy on here in about a minute. It's getting cold. All right, everything is done for the night. Hung my food, sitting here in my tent. This is the Durston X Mid Pro 2. I got plenty of room in here. I'm kind of sitting the sleeping pad in the middle, so I got room on each side. I did put my Gossamer Gear pad underneath. It keeps me from sliding because I am on a slant. But I do have my solo quilt, my 30 degree, so hopefully that's going to work out tonight. We're going to see. I may leave my puffy on, not sure. But I did bring my X-Therm, my older one, only because this is a wide. And because it's going to be so cold, my brand new one is not wide. And I just didn't want to have a draft coming in the sides. But I got plenty of room over here. I got my gear all strewn out, my backpack. Yeah, I'm done for the night. I'm going to put a movie on and probably go to sleep. Oh, I got my Z-Packs pillow back there too, with the strap that keeps it to the pad. So, but with that, I'm going to leave it, and I will see you tomorrow.